Yeah, good evening. Unfortunately, at this moment in time, we're having a bit of a technical issue from the
Right.
West Yorkshire area.
Yep.
It's Bobby, I can hear him. However, I can't see him.
You can't see me. I've got a bit of
No,
an echo. Have
we've,
I got an echo there?
yeah, you have, yeah.
Right.
But
I'm back
you've got
on it.
two streams open at the moment on mine. So, anyway, evening, folks. Um, I presume we're also open up on Bobby's channel. However, Bobby's not here at the moment. He's sat in the back office or whatever you want to call this thing, but his face is not showing. He's the invisible man this evening. Anyway, I'll just say good evening to whoever's on Real Your Nightmare. Good evening. Kelsey, love, hi. Noxie, good evening. Queen Chegg. Lewis, good evening, son. Jeff, good evening. Bibi, hi. Sai, good evening. Anyway, on there, that's today's quiz. I presume you can see that picture there. Oh, my finger just went. Look at that. That's good, isn't it? Disappears. Evening, Matthew. Good evening. We're having a bit of a problem with Bobby at the moment. I think he's a bit whatever he is. He's a bit whatever he is. But we'll get there in the end. He's coming back in now. He's real nightmare. He's been out and in and out and in. He's like a vicar at a prostitute's party. In and out, in and out.
I know where that picture is.
Where?
Just a minute.
Well, never mind about bloody picture. Where's your picture? I've got a blank screen.
I know.
That's no good.
Let's have a look.
What's that all about?
I know that picture there. I'm sure. No, I'm not doing that. I was saying last at somewhere. I was not.
No, just getting your.
I was going to say.
Don't say anything.
Oh right. Okay.
Just get yourself on screen. We can hear you. We can't see you.
Right. Let me just have a look at this then.
Okay. So
if I come out of here again, I'm at it again. Look.
In and out, in and out, in and out. There you go. Look, I'm flying all over this screen. It's a good job people are. PP he is. He's doing the okey cokey. Lewis, he has turned it off and on. Apparently, it's what we call a bloody nightmare. I don't know what he's doing with his PC, laptop, whatever he does it on. He was on a couple of hours ago. I saw him. So why he isn't on now, I have no idea. But we'll see how it goes. Just talk among yourselves, really. Just say all your hellos and whatever you're going to say to all the others in the stream while Bobby pulls his finger out. Oh, good heavens above. Oh,
you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy with me.
Look at that.
We're 8 small though, aren't we?
Yeah, just bear with me a second. We're 8 small.
We're 8 small. Well, I've gone now. Look, see there.
No, it's because I'm trying to figure out why it's small. Because that's how we normally have it on every week.
Right. I'll tell you what I've done.
I don't know why.
You're going to kick me backside for this one.
Well, I'll have to have a long bloody
I've got a webcam there. And when I'm not using it, I put shutter on, so it's black.
Right, okay.
And I'm trying all these settings, and it just needs that shutter taking off. How daft is that? Anyway,
Well,
let's have a look. I'll need to get on to. Let me have a look. What's happening?
Yeah. So, yeah, baby, Dibby Stick might just come out in a minute for him.
Right. Let me have a look.
Why we're on a great big screen? What's that all about?
Just a minute. That's better.
Yeah, you've sorted it. What have you done?
You see them white boxes at bottom?
Yeah, there's loads of them.
Second one on, I've put it on.
Oh, right. Yeah, I can see now. I had it on the third one.
So you're sharing your screen with this picture?
Yeah, I am. Because that's the quiz question, but don't you answer it.
That's the quiz question.
Yeah, that picture.
Right. I know. I've got a feeling I know what that is.
Yeah, I think you do, because I heard you. But that's the picture for this week.
Yes.
So
I'll just say hello to Cy Bennett. The real Your Nightmare. I hope you're well, guys. Sorry for that delay, Jeff Swan. Sorry for that delay. It was just my silliness. Matthew William Armstrong. I don't know if you've got anybody in, Paul.
I have, yeah. But you should be able to see everybody.
Yes, I can on here. Yes, I can on the screen here. But I like to look out. I like to look in mine as well.
Yeah, well, I've heard that before.
You know.
That's probably why your camera was turned off, was it? At least you've learned how to turn your bloody camera off.
I've never done that before.
Harking back.
Look, you've got an answer here for quiz. Can I put it up?
Yeah, go on then. No, that's wrong.
Yeah.
But it's you're in the right area, Yorkshire.
Yes, yeah, I think I know what it is.
Yeah, I think you do. But as we go along,
is that Whitby behind you?
Yes, it is.
Not it? Well, it is. Ruins at top.
Aye, a bit of count up there. I said count. I didn't swear.
It's do you know how many steps it is?
Oh, I don't know. I read it the other day, but I can't remember now because with it being all higgledy-piggledy and upside down and whatever, I'd forgotten. What is it, 999 or something?
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah, well, you asked me the question, you don't know it.
Oh, I knew it were all nines, and I think it'll be more than 99, to be honest.
Bibby, you will know where this shop is, I can tell you now.
Evening, Nicky.
You will know. So.
Yeah, well, it looks like any old shop, that, doesn't it? But I mean,
it does.
Once you'll say yes. I know.
Yeah. Anyway, where are we? Has anybody got anything in this in the old queue? Are you asking, Nicky? You're a bit knackered. What's that all about? What's I'm knackered every day, quite anyway. Matthew, yes, West Midlands, nice. You knew that was Whitby. That's not the question. The question isn't what's the one at the top. The question is that one. What's that picture?
I can ask him a question that I think they'll get this.
Yeah, but don't give it too easy.
No, not for the picture. Just one aside from that, and it's Whitby, a picture of Whitby, which famous author wrote his novels there that became a universal. What would you call it? Universal renowned, wasn't there?
That's it. Yeah. Queen Chegg. No, you're wrong. It's not Last of the Summer Wine.
No. I know Last of the Summer Wine quite well.
Anybody can guess. East is east, Chippy. East is east. Yeah. I presume that's answering somebody else, not me. But anyway, have you been a bit pushed today?
Well, look, my missus has gone to caravan. We've got a caravan at Nostell Priory near Wakefield.
Oh, nice.
And it's so lovely because it's national park. You know, it's well kept. It's surrounded by, like I'd say a wood, but it's more like a forest. It's huge. So we go with dogs. It's a great time. Well, We haven't really had time to get up there yet this year, but she's gone up on her own to do it, get it all ready for summer.
Nice.
So I'm left with 2 dogs and 2 cats, and yet I'll let everybody know I forgot the time altogether. I hadn't forgot we were doing it, but I forgot the time altogether. And Paul rang me and says, "Are you coming on or what?" Anyway,
I left it bloody late though, didn't I?
yeah, I'm in the middle of feeding dogs, and I thought they're looking at me sad. Paul wants to be on here. What do I do? And then I come on, and I like bloody shutter on camera.
Yeah, pawn shutter. We'll call it a pawn shutter from now on. He left his pawn shutter on. So, Eliza, good evening. I don't know if I've said hi to Nikki, but there you go. Hi. Sharon, good evening.
So, yeah, what have we all done this week? Well, have you had a busy week, or is it steady away? Yeah.
Mine's just steady. Every day is steady.
Is it?
Yeah.
Have you been out and about?
There's the first person. As far as I can see.
Yeah.
There's the first one.
Matthew Williams.
Now you know that it's open all hours. You'll know the shop.
Yes.
Now, the second part of the question then is, which village is that shop located?
They'll be all Googling it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there you go. Somebody will get it right. Anyway, who got it right? Matthew, well done. Did you Google it or did you get it from the picture? Hopefully you got it from the picture.
Well, that
because once you know it's open all hours, you can see it. You know,
I don't think everybody will get village, but I think they'll get they might get the area, just, town. But it's actually, I don't know if you've seen that shop or been on TV or been near it.
Just as a point of interest, it's not the place where they ask for forks, as in fork handles. Wrong one.
No, that's the 2 Ronnies.
2 Ronnies, wrong one. But you're close. The funny.
I think
Bram Stoker. There you go. Somebody's
there
got
you
it.
go. Bram Stoker.
Got it, Bobby. Who's got it?
And every year in Whitby, they have a goth weekend. What they call a goth weekend.
They do,
all these youngsters that wear all this black stuff, and they like all this. I don't know what it's called, but the dark stuff, and they do it in celebration of the dark history of Dracula. So
there you go. Sorry, Bobby.
Oh, yes.
There's the answer. That's where it is. Queen Check.
I didn't think they'd get Boltby, but I knew that they might get Doncaster.
And apparently, in the series, this is from the second series, I think. When t'other one was deed, but in the series, 2 houses on this street were also used as. Was it Nurse Gladys?
Nurse Gladys used to say coming out the house, didn't you?
Yeah, well, the house they used for her house was on that street.
Yeah.
2 houses they used.
Apparently, it used to be, from what I can remember, it used to be an hairdresser's. I don't know if it still is.
Well, it says boutique on it, hairdresser.
I think it's shut now, to be honest. But it's not in the best area, Doncaster. It's a row of terrace houses. And the hairdresser was thankful for the BBC because she could close in the summer time while they filmed. So she still got a brass.
Yeah, Lister Avenue. I think you're correct there. Lister Avenue. Did you, Noxie? Did you Google that, or did you know it? And you're going to say, "Oh, I knew it."
Well, the original series. There was the original series, and then there was
the second one.
Yeah, and I think it was called something like Open All Hours or Still Open All Hours or something.
Yeah,
they were both filmed there.
No, were they? So, I thought it was only the second series, but there you
go. No. And so I mean, it must have been strange living down that street with Ronnie Barker and.
I recognise that name there.
David Jason on your doorstep. What's that?
Have you got a spanner in this evening.
I have, yes.
Have you?
Why? What's wrong?
Well, it's just I recognise the name. They haven't said anything, but I recognise the name, I think.
Right.
And what I'll do is I'll send you a private message. Bobby.
Okay. Yeah, I've got the Real Your Nightmares looking after the chat for me. Thank you very much, the Real Your Nightmares. He's a good lad, is that kid.
I've got his name wrong, apparently.
He gives me loads of advice, you know, and he gives me a lot of it, like you did yourself with.
No, he's as you say, he's good. There you go, private message.
Right.
I might be wrong on that one, but
yeah, I'm unsure about that. I'll yeah, I think the Real Your Nightmare, but I can keep my eye on them as well.
And I presume it's on yours and not mine.
Yes.
It can't be on mine because it's blocked on mine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Is he or is she? It don't make any difference. They both are. They're both blocked. I nearly swore then.
Well, I'll take
anyway.
It then. I don't want them coming giving me some. From a timeout, how's that for a start?
Yeah,
I'm too bloody soft, me, and I'm too soft.
You are, yeah. If it was me, I'd have just got shut. But there you go. That's me. Let me just get back into the groove.
What's PP saying there? Look, Kelsey, Defo, Village. I not. Oh, I've lost it now. It's gone. Look,
not far from me now. Has a shop with arkwright and a painting of them. I'll photo it and put it on my community page. Yeah, that would be good. That would be good.
Okay. Yeah, we need to not get Ralph Ricketts in. Hiya, Ralph. Now then, yeah, we need to not get too tied up in chat because it distracts us, doesn't it? Most of the time.
Does. It was sometimes names just pop up and I think, oh, right.
No, I went to Whitby. Last time I went to Whitby, I was working there. I were out working there. And it was just for the day. I'd gone for the day doing some camera work for highways. And what a lovely little town it is. You forget how nice it is, because what I'd done is I'd gone through week, not during the holiday time, and you get to see a proper town then, you know. It's like Bridlington and Scarborough. You don't really see them, do you, during holiday time? You see all madness, don't you, when you go then. And yeah. They've got a lovely little harbour with all boats in. It was lovely. Sharon's a Yorkshire lass.
I can see.
Yes, she's a proper Yorkshire lass. No nonsense.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. I lived in Donegal all my life. Chelsea's Yorkshire all my life. and thought that programmes has always set
Exthorpe. It's not.
Oh, where's Exthorpe?
In Yorkshire.
It is, but wait, near Doncaster.
Yeah, I think so.
Baby, look, what's Baby doing? He's never been to Yorkshire. What's all that about, Baby? But you do know Yorkshire folk.
You do. You want to get your backside up here. We'll let you in for a day.
We welcome everybody, but don't forget you're only a guest.
Yeah.
We can tell you to go home whenever we want.
Malham Cove, yeah. Lovely place, Malham Cove. I've only been once in my life, but it's nice. Anyway, it's where am I going? I was hoping that my daughter would just
Pennines challenge.
Just give me a hint.
You're not Four Peaks.
Well, I know Four Peaks, yeah.
That's the right challenge, is that?
I once put my name down for it when I was in the forces, but because I was a cook, they said you can't go. So
right.
Oh, okay, please, you bloody self.
Keep feeding troops.
Aye.
Well, they say I know a few people who've done it, and it's a tough hike.
So
and
I've heard, yeah.
And they've actually got what do they call them? Checking
Hills.
points
All right.
every so often, just to make sure they've not got lost or that they're unable to carry on. I apologise, asking Rachel, if that's the case. Now then, your real nightmare says you've nothing against me and Paul. So
I might have got the name wrong.
Sorry, mate. I won't do that again. I'm sorry about that. But yeah,
I do get names wrong, Bobby.
Yeah.
I'm an old geezer, and I do get names wrong.
I mean, Paul's quite easygoing when you get to know him, but he's ruthless. He'll always be ruthless.
Okay, Axel, you've made your point. All right.
Okay.
You made your point.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. When was the last time you were in Whitby?
Who?
Who else is talking to me?
I don't know really. Do you know? Three or 4 years ago when I was there.
It's not that far. Is it only about 30 miles from Bridgington?
I'm not in Brid, am I?
No, but that's your hometown. So you must have been when you were younger.
Oh, I was there. Yeah, I was there loads of times when I was younger. But yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bobby, because I'm reading. And I've told you before, I can't read and talk at the same time. I can't multitask. I do apologise.
I like that comment that Matthew William Armitage has put up. He's talking about you saying you forget names. And he says the worst name you can get wrong is the wife's. And that's true, isn't it?
Yeah. But really, it depends how many you've had, doesn't it?
Oh, you what? Now, women can be ruthless. Absolutely. Mine can. She's the original Last of the Summer Wine. She's from, I swear she's from there. I know that town, Olmforth, right well.
Olmforth, yeah.
Yeah. It's a nice little town.
When I was looking for a photograph to put up this week, I did go to Olmforth and look for one that, is not really easy peasy lemon squeezy type. But they were all really, you could tell straight away where they were from. So I didn't pick that one.
Aye. Well, I used to date a lass when I was 16-year-old from Monforth, and I were in Huddersfield, so it was about 7 mile away.
Yeah.
But we both worked in city centre, so we got together. So I used to go over and see her on bus. And I don't know if you know Monforth, but it's in a valley. So wherever to come out of it, you have to go uphill. But they've really looked after that cafe, Last of the Summer Wine Cafe and that. They've really looked after it. It's preserved well. But have you seen it? Have you been there and seen it?
No, I haven't. I've never been to the cafe, I can honestly say.
Right, well, the cafe is in a little courtyard, and straight opposite, less than 30 yards, is a church door. It's you wouldn't think it were how it is. It's right in a little cove, and I suppose it's ideal for filming because they can cordon it all off just round that courtyard. But yeah, and they actually look after it and all that people there. Because you can look through the window and they've got it all set out like a cafe. They're famous for something else, is Olmforth and all. Does anybody know?
Yorkshiremen.
Only just though, they're on border of Lancashire. They're on that.
Yeah, but they're still Yorkshiremen.
But they're famous. Can I have to tell you?
Yeah, go on then.
No, I'm not. I'm going to make you guess now.
Oh, okay.
No, I'll tell you. Olmforth is famous for a company called Bamforths, who did seaside postcards, the cheeky ones.
Oh, yeah.
That's where they originally started making them, in Bamforth, Olmforth, a card company. And it caught on, and then next thing you know, everybody at Seaside were getting them. So it's another little.
I used to love those little postcards you could get at the Seaside because they were all right saucy, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
When you were a kid and you saw saucy postcards, it tickled your fancy a bit, didn't
Don't
it?
get away with them now, would they?
No, but you could go and watch sex on television. It's we've got things wrong somewhere.
Barry Hayes card Sherbet, yeah, courting on bus.
Aye, courting.
We used to call. My mum and dad said, "You are courting again. Make sure it's right one this time." Do you know what my dad used to say? This ain't PC, this ain't correct. But he used to say it to me and my sister. And he used to say, "Listen, lad, if you ever go, make sure you're not last in queue because you'll get blamed."
Aye. Yeah.
And he used to say to my sister, "Don't be expected to bring him village idiot back here."
Yeah.
And I once said to him, I said, "What would you do if my sister brought Daft Lad back?" He said, "I'd take him into the room, give him 10 bob and say, never come back again." Because my dad was a proper Yorkshire lad.
Aye. Well, we all are, aren't we? I am, I think.
Well, aye. They've not frightened her speaking up.
Well, I'm certainly not frightened of speaking up.
No.
I really don't care if I don't say the right thing, if that makes sense. But yeah.
Now then, what about Malham and Cove, guys? What about that? What do you know about them places?
Malham, it's a long time. Back in my youth, it was a place to go to. Unfortunately, as I got older, I moved away from Yorkshire, as such.
Yeah. Well, I've lived in Yorkshire all my life. I moved abroad for a short while, but I lived in West Yorkshire basically. I've never been out in it. Well, I have, but I lived in Huddersfield, and it was quite close. I could jump on bus from where I lived and go to Barnsley for night. Believe it or not, and they have
I believe it.
Barry Hayes card Sherbet's coming out with some crackers here. My dad told me my man ran off with a black fella. He thought it was funny for some reason.
Yeah, well,
you know something. I'd like to meet the father that brought the dog back. Because how many times were you told, "Where's your dad? He's going to see about a dog."
Aye.
It was regular, wasn't it? Oh, he's going to see about the dog. Never brought a dog back. My father.
You can't see Barry Ace comments. I don't know why.
It's in my chat.
People, you should be able to see. You should be able to see the comments on both. Might not, because yeah,
that's right, Axel. He's on about the postcards there. You know, the Bamforths at Holmfirth. Yeah. They did. They promoted them. But the original shop's still there.
Yeah. Regarding the chat, I'm looking at my chat on my YouTube channel. I only see my chat.
Yes, and I only see mine now.
So, and I don't know why, because Bobby and I see the whole chat together.
That's because we're in the program and they're not in it. But
you'd have thought that I'd have to have a look at the settings for some reason. I don't know why that is like that. I always thought that that everybody will be able to see both the streams in one chat, because we're only on one. chats, if you see what I mean. Anyway.
Sharon says, Donny used to hold the best markets in the country. Now, I beg to differ there, Sharon. I love you to bits, darling, but we had the best market. There were markets everywhere, weren't there? I used to go to Huddersfield Market, local markets, 3 little towns that I'm surrounded by. We all had the same market on different days. But markets were a big thing back in the day, weren't there? Now, there's nothing. There's nothing. We have, in my little town, we have a farmers market first Saturday a month, and it's only 2. Markets are a thing of the past, aren't they?
Well, I tell you where there is a nice market, and again, I haven't been for 4 or 5 years, but Leeds has a really nice
indoor market.
It's cracking.
Yeah, it is nice. It's still in the style of the 70s, 80s. It's not hasn't changed.
Well, yeah, it's been updated, but yeah, it hasn't changed. But I was watching a report over the weekend on the news, and they were doing a piece from Bury Market, and I can't remember exactly what this bloke said, but he said something like, "This is the oldest market in the country," and he was in Bury. So
right.
Saying that, I mean, they can make anything up, can't they, nowadays, and say shit.
But I remember it. They used to be everywhere. Everywhere. Saturdays. Everybody had one on a Saturday. We had in our town. We had 2 twice a week. It was Wednesdays and Saturdays. And then next village, next town would have it. Bit like most of them, bit same people. I'd have it like on a Tuesday and a Friday. And it would always on. It would always on. But it's sad to see because it's like our market square. It's sad to see because it's ended up being a car park, which is sad. But
there's a nice little market in Derby, an indoor market thing, and that's quite nice. That's quite old-fashioned, 2-story thing. You go inside, it's like an old Methodist church, but it's not an old Methodist church. But when I say Methodist church, you get the idea, don't you? Because they always have a balcony round the top in their churches. So that's a nice one.
Yeah.
So there must be nice ones kicking about. It's
someone's asking a question there, Paul. They want you to answer.
Go on then. What is it?
Can you see it on screen? No.
Yeah, I remember.
Do you remember
Hornsey Freeport? Well,
Freeport.
I've only been a couple of times as well, but as far as I can remember, Hornsey Freeport, I think they've got the butterfly place there. I might be wrong, or it could be close to there, but it started off. Hornsey Freeport started off as cups and sauces and that kind of gear. You know what I mean? Like Wedgwood stuff, but not Wedgwood.
Yeah.
It was Hornsey Potteries. And
that's right.
Yeah, Hornsey Potteries
became... Potteries.
Yeah, well, it became Hornsey Freeport.
Did it?
As far as I know, yeah.
It was well famous was Hornsey Pottery, wasn't it?
Well, I think it's still kicking about. It's
right.
Because the pottery is quite nice. But I think, they called it Freeport because it was an in word, really. And...
yeah.
When it was an in word, it's an in word, isn't it?
Well, we've got Freeport on M62. They call that Freeport. It's a shopping centre, open air shopping centre, Basically, it's a shopping mall without a roof on.
Oh, right, okay.
It's outside, but it's in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah. Let me just explain to people regarding the chat. On the chat, Bobby and myself can see both chats in one. So, when I react to a chat, it could be in Bobby's or it could be in mine. And then on Bobby's channel, if you're watching on Bobby's channel, can only see Bobby's chat And if
That's
you're
right.
watching on my channel, you can only see my chat. However, where it makes it difficult is when we start saying, oh, so-and-so says this, and then other people in one chat don't know who we're on about.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Another market there, look. You can't beat Skirlington market.
yeah, but that's Skellington Market's a car booty thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, well, that came up first. You see, car boot sales have gone crap, Grandad.
Yeah, I don't go to car boots, but funnily enough, I might just start going to car boots soon, because I used to have a pet shop in Hull, and when I closed down, I had a lot of pet accessories,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought to myself, oh well, the best way to do that is to go and go to a car boot and just flog them,
Yeah.
a couple of pounds, £2 or £3 for each.
Have you still
thing.
got them?
Yeah, I've got bloody hundreds of the shit.
Hey, hey, listen, you do not chat count your swear words.
Yeah, but so that's one word. Shit's like crap in it. I mean, it's all one word, so you can't call it a swear word, can you?
They still ain't got the red round when you said I'll give you a shite out.
Yeah, I know. But so Axel, just to put you straight, we are streaming from one account. So we're streaming to both accounts from one StreamYard account. So
I'll tell them how it works. Listen, Paul's got an account where he can share a live. So he invites me to go and sit with him in this program, and then we'll put it. He's able to put it to both my channel and his, and that's how it works. But the chats, we can see both chats, but you guys, whichever channel you're on, you'll only see that channel's chat.
Yeah, it might be just a setting. I'll have a look at settings.
Don't be if you're trying to scroll through thinking I don't know who said that. It might be on a different chat.
Yeah, Queen Jag, I've realised now, because I've just looked at my chat on my channel.
Thanks, PP.
Like an evening. So
have you been to the Heinz factory in Scarborough, Grandad?
The where?
Heinz factory.
No, I haven't actually. This is the one.
Well, Worcestershire. Wesley's saying this.
Hi, we've not said hi to you, Worcestershire. I can't even say the bloody word.
Worcestershire.
Wesley. We'll just say Wesley.
You can't say them shires unless there's a York in front.
Yeah, they're difficult to pronounce, aren't they? I didn't know they had a Heinz factory. I know they've got the chip place there. What's the chip place called? Who does the chips? Big firm does chips.
McCain's. No.
Yeah, McCain's. I don't know if it is McCain's. Well, yeah, it is McCain's, because the football stadium's called, or football area's called McCain's. So
yeah. Look, Sharon, I don't even know whose channel I'm on now. Lots of laughs. You see, what we're doing, me and Paul, we're doing something that a lot of people don't do. And that's share between
anyway,
channels.
it really doesn't make a lot of difference, does it? Whether both people can see the chat, or whether only one can see one chat and one can see the other. At least, if anything pops up on mine that people don't like, they're not going to bloody see it, are they?
No. It's just I just wanted to make it clear that if you can't find something that we talk about, it's probably in the other chat, basically.
Yeah.
It's no big deal.
So when I mention names and Bobby mentioned names, it's because we can see both chats. Okay.
Yes.
And so if I see something written, I can answer it. Just because the chat doesn't see it, it doesn't make any difference, does it?
No.
If you know.
You feel free to jump between channels, if that's. but you're only going to get same life.
So, Sharon, are you in Turkey today? Saying you're in Turkey, is that right?
Marmaris, yes, that's Turkey. I know Marmaris well.
Yeah, it's not a place I've been to, Turkey. And, it's really unusual for me to say that, isn't it? Oh, no, I haven't been there.
Well, I lived out there 6 years, so I know Marmaris quite well. We're only an hour away from Marmaris. Strange country, strange people, but beautiful weather.
Yeah.
Beautiful weather.
Yeah, well, with all this earth warming thing, whatever you call it, channel climate change and shit, we might start getting decent weather.
Well,
So,
cost of these ice, what is it, melting?
Yeah.
Another market there, look, but it's a bit far for me to know about that one. The Quayside market every Sunday along the River Tyne is amazing.
So, I've not been to the Quayside market. I think the only big place or shopping place, and I don't know if it's up, I can't remember the name, but there's a big, huge shopping place up near Gateshead Way somewhere, I think.
Yes, there is.
I seem to recall many months ago when he had a wife, we used to have to bloody drive there. I know that. But again, names. Evening, Black Queen.
PP's got a question for us there. Out of all the old motors we've owned over the years, what one do you miss the most? Well, I miss the first car I ever bought, and it was a Mini Clubman. I just passed my test, and I managed to, scrape the money together to get this Mini Clubman, and it had two back doors.
They did, didn't they?
They did.
Did it have the wood surround bit as well?
It had wood trim on the outside.
Yeah.
And
was it green?
No.
Oh, I'm going to say I might have seen it.
Anyway, I remember passing my test this day, and back in that day, they didn't care, test centre how he got there, because some people, and it's true, believe me, it's true, that they drive themselves to test centre. And test centre didn't care; they didn't know what to do with them, and so they just drive themselves there, and then they said, it were crackers, but they didn't have cars up road like they have today. But yeah, I remember it, and I remember coming home, having my tea, and I couldn't keep still. I thought, I'm going to have to go out in this car. I'm going to have to go out in my car. Anyway, I went. I was right cautious because I just passed my test and it was like I just passed my test and it was like I drove about a mile down road and I pulled over to put my seatbelt on because I thought I better put my seatbelt on. Bloody hell! It's today. It's part of the job, isn't it? You've got to do it.
Yeah, I had my first car. Seem to recall was a Triumph Herald.
Oh yes, that's a low down car, isn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I wouldn't dare get in one of those, me. I wouldn't. Not now.
Well, no, I don't think I would now. I wouldn't.
You're virtually laid down in that. But didn't you feel vulnerable when
no
big traffic come past you, like wagons and that?
Well, there were no big bloody traffic in them days, were they?
No, you still got wagons and
well, not many
Land Rovers and that. High up cars.
There weren't many.
Rover, that was a big car, Rover, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was a big car, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
PP had a Mini Clubman 850. Good old motor. My first car was Hillman Avenger Estate. I remember Hillman's.
Yeah, I do.
My dad had an Hillman. There was Technova, wasn't there, by? Who was the Technova by? Was it Vauxhall?
Oh, I've no idea, Bobby, tell you the truth.
I think it was.
No idea. Capri.
Bloody hell, I didn't know that, Craig. No drink driving laws in Northern Ireland until after 1990. I mean, I think it was 93 or 94 when it come in here. 83, 84 when it come in here, wasn't it? I know it was early 80s.
I don't know, but I know I got caught once.
Did you?
I did, yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'd had too many gins, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Uh,
well, I'll be.
But in the day, that's what everybody did it. So
Listen, you know what I did? I borrowed my dad's car. I were only bloody 17, and we all went out into Bradford for night out, and I was driver. Anyway, got about 3 parts suit night, and I thought, I can't. I've got to have a drink. Look at them all getting merry. So I had a drink, didn't I? One too many. Anyway, we'd parked this car because I told my dad I'd look after it. We'd parked it in multi-story car park, hadn't we? Well, when we managed to find it, which took some doing, wandering around the bloody car park looking for a car, we got in it, and I had too many, and I couldn't get out at the car park. I'm driving around in circles, and there was no way I could find my way out. So we ended up staying in car park, all a lot of us, and sleeping in car overnight. That's many years ago.
It will have been. It will have been many, many years.
Because I remember, like, you know, it was a different culture, wasn't it? Well, I remember when I was an apprentice at 16, going to work on a Monday morning, and all these old boys would be saying, bloody hell, I don't know how I got home last night. There were 6 of us in bloody car. They'd all laugh about it.
Yeah.
They'd laugh about it, and there'd be more than him. One say it, they'd be all say, oh, well, that's no Tiger. Our Mary bloody got him. She were on roof halfway home. She were bloody proper off her nut. And it was like everybody laughed about it. But then,
because, that's what it was back in the day, wasn't it?
That was the culture. He wasn't right. He wasn't right because you're talking about a ton of metal.
Yeah.
You know, but
a bit like the seaty things.
Seatbelts, aye.
Seatbelts, you know, I never used to wear a seatbelt, and when it came in, I used to say, I'm not wearing a effing seatbelt. They can stick it up their ass. And now it's the first thing I put on when I get in the car. I just can't drive with it with one not on. Do you know what I mean? So it's different now, isn't it?
My wife got a new car because I don't need a car. I don't go anywhere. But she gets a new car every few years. And the last car she got, Volkswagen Tiguan, all these fancy gadgets on it, and the seat belts go off if you don't put them off. And how it works out, whether you're in the car or not, it's the seat itself.
Yeah.
The pressure on the seat.
Yeah.
So you can't get away with not putting it on.
Well, you can unplug the bugger.
Well, yeah, but you get that bloody alarm going off and on and on and on. Hey up. Action Rachel's going. Right, Bob, I'm off. Take care, Mucker. Grandad, have a good night. Take care. Catch us again sometime. Sorry about that misunderstanding. You've been fine, it chat. So take care, fella. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll just keep it to myself, Bobby. Okay.
No, you're okay. But okay.
No, I'll keep it to myself. But because now I've got it in my head how I can work it out. You see, I tend to only watch the one one chat.
Yeah,
that we both can see. I tend to watch that. I don't watch my own. So of course, on my own, I can see who's in on mine. Whereas on the one we can see together, you don't know which channel it's coming from, do you? So anyway,
no. So, Matthew's William Armstrong's, but I live near to Longbridge. Shocking, it's gone now. What's Longbridge?
Longbridge used to be where they made. I can't remember what car it was, but it was a big car place, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. It was.
Was that the Rover place?
Longbridge. Yeah.
Was it Rovers? Anyway,
I don't know.
Matthew will probably tell us.
They've all gone, haven't they? They've all gone now. We don't make any cars, do we? you know.
Yeah. The Infiltrator, good evening. Just seen you there, so I thought.
Rover, yeah.
Was it Rover?
I had a Rover.
Yeah. I've had a few cars.
I liked the Rover I had. I can't remember what it was, but it had a lovely interior, like walnut dash, all highly polished. I like that car.
But I think you could say that really about all the British cars, can't you?
Yeah.
They were rubbish inside.
Well, it were,
even though they weren't the best made.
Yes.
They did look the business inside, and a lot of skill went into doing them.
Yeah.
Yeah. You used to have the Friday afternoon car when it always broke down, but.
Can you remember the day we all had to have choke out in the morning, cold weather?
Yeah.
I remember it well. When you get up for work, you go at 7 o'clock, you'd open the door, and it'd be freezing cold outside. You could hear all cars ticking over because they'd all come out, started them up with choke out, and you'd to wait 10 minutes to warm car up. None of that now, is there? Bloody choke, aye.
Yeah, it's not. There's no such thing as a choke now, is there?
No, and if you forgot to put it back in, it roared like buggery, it car.
Yeah, and your petrol went like hell. Yeah, I remember him. I remember the choke well.
Yeah, they don't even think about it now. I mean, we don't. It don't matter how cold it's been out. You can get in car.
Well, it's a bit like my brother. I was going to say my elder brother, but all my brothers are older than me. But my brother was a lorry driver, and when I was on leave, I occasionally went out on a long drive with him on his lorry. But I can remember us lighting fires under the truck to heat up the bloody diesel so that it could work.
Wow, yeah.
And you used to drive down the motorway and there'd be big lorries at the side of the road with a fire underneath them, heating up the bloody diesel.
Yeah.
There
were no health and safety back in the day.
No, it wouldn't. I think have had a bloody thing there by now.
I think the real Your Nightmare thinks we're about 150 years old reading that. Have you read it?
Yeah, no. I used to drive a car like that. What was it? A Morris. I seem to recall those little Morrises, like they looked a bit like the old Volkswagen type shape. They used to have those things, those yellow things that stuck out because you didn't have indicators. Those were the days when you had to wind your window down and tell the bobby in front whether you were going forward, left, right, or whatever. It's people don't have to do those things now. Morris Oxford, there you go.
Well, my first wife's mother used to be her father were a butcher, and he used to have a Morris van, and she used to do all deliveries at little Morris van. That's the nearest I remember about them. Morris Minor.
Morris Minor. Good evening, Gilly or Gilly. There's nice to see you. Nice.
You never know what names, do you? I find it hard to pronounce.
I do find it a bit difficult.
But it is what it is. It is what it is. Yes, and they'll be asking if. First cars that come out, they weren't allowed to. They had to have someone walking in front of them.
Yeah, shame we don't have that now, isn't it? Where some dickhead has to walk in front of you.
They used to have to 5 miles an hour with a red flag walking in front. Yeah.
Yeah. Good evening, the Infiltrator 101.
You say this is that? Yeah. Morris 1,000 jelly molds. They were called in the trade. But PP, I take it you're well into cars, mate. Yes, that's nice of you, Julie. Sorry, mate. I took that off.
That's okay.
Thames trucks with a parking diesel, proper strong engine, run forever. Yeah, we all used to tinkle with cars.
Well, just think about it now. When I was in the forces and our 3-ton trucks when we were on. I can't remember what you call it now. Not on patrol, but we were out in the sticks in Germany doing manoeuvres, and
out in the field, we'll call it.
Yeah, out in the fields on manoeuvres, and the 3-ton trucks used to have like a little, like a cigar lighter. Well, they used to have like a cigar lighter inside the cabin, and you used to have to put like a little bullet into the cigar lighter and bang it, and it used to heat up the diesel to start the engine straight away. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? These
clever, yeah. I remember Reliant Rob. Now then, Robin Reliant or Reliant Robin? Which way around is it?
Well, I've always called them Robin Reliant, but
Well, that's wrong way around, isn't it? If you think about it, because Reliant
they're
Medal,
wrong way around now. The 2 wheels should be at the front on anybody's car.
But the Reliant made Robins. You'd say something like a Ford Escort, wouldn't you? You wouldn't say a Escort Ford.
No, you probably wouldn't.
They've always said it back to front, them. But I remember garages. You remember Reliant garages?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I do. I drove past a few, actually. And they were all made of fiberglass, weren't they, them?
Yeah, didn't they have didn't they have a grass cutting engine in them?
Something like that, aye.
It was now.
They were no good up. You couldn't take them up motorway, they'd be on their ass, wouldn't they? Problem is, when they went over, they just disintegrated because they're made of fiberglass.
Craig, just to answer your question, mate, Osnabrück. I've been to Osnabrück, but I wasn't stationed in Germany. I was with the Royal Engineers in Ripon, but we used to go to Sennelager, which is in Germany, every November for NATO manoeuvres. And we used to, because I was with the engineers, we used to have to go 3 weeks before the manoeuvres started, so we could make landing platforms for these planes that could land anywhere. But they couldn't, because you had to have a bloody platform for it. Do you know which ones I mean? I can't remember what they call them. Anyway, they couldn't land anywhere. They couldn't land on soft ground for a start. And I can't remember the name. The ones that go straight up and then forward. And we use them in the Falklands to a great
them
degree.
jump jets.
Jump jets, that's it. Well, jump jets.
Harrier jump jets.
Yeah. And everybody said, oh, jump jets are great. They'll land anywhere. Well, they bloody can't.
No.
Because they're so heavy. And if they land on soft grass or soft earth, they just sink and they can't get off.
Yeah.
So that's what we did in Germany when we went, is to build these pads for them to come into land while we were on exercise. So we were there for about 8 weeks, I think, in Sennelager, which is, I think it's a big area in Germany that's used for the forces. Yeah, I've got some stories about that place.
I'm sure you do.
I can even remember how to order my beer in German.
Well, it is important.
It is, isn't it? Ein großer Bier, bitte.
Ein großer Bier, bitte.
Yeah. And if you're buying for your mate, it wouldn't be ein. Be zwei, wouldn't it? I can't remember what 2 is now. But ein großer Bier, bitte, which meant one big beer, please.
That's enough. That's
Artillery,
enough.
there you go. They're a nice lot.
That's British, and yeah. Well, Paul, we've come up to over an hour. We're running over an hour again. How fast does it?
You know why that is, Bobby, don't you? Because for the first 20 minutes, you weren't pigging here.
Well, leave your go last week. You had issues, didn't you?
Well, they were self-centered issues.
But I was foolish there. Absolutely stupid. In fact, if my missus had been here, she'd have clipped me out lug for doing that, leaving camera shutter on.
Yeah. Anyway, Hoggy Boy, no, your answer to your question is no, I haven't. So there you
Ein
go.
groben Bier bitte. Is that what you said?
Ein großer Bier.
Oh, real honest, real.
Well, there you go. That's got it. That's what I said. Ein großen.
Is that not a B?
Yeah, großen Bier bitte.
All right.
And then, you know, being a bloody stupid Yorkshireman, I used to say, Ein großer Bier bitte, please. So you're saying it twice. Anyway, the hour's gone really fast, and it doesn't. I feel like we haven't done a great deal.
No, not well. We have. We've had a good old chat. Now,
yeah,
then,
I know, but I don't think
bit of an issue with your quiz. I think you're going too easy on them.
Am I?
They're getting it within 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know, but if I start easy and then we'll work it as we go along,
right?
It'll get harder, and then we can start dishing out a kind of a prize, because I've got a prize in mind.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it might not come to fruition. But
well, I've got
a prize in mind.
It's been grand. I like it. I like an hour, and I think an hour's, just right. But we still. I mean, how long have we been going? About 6 weeks now.
I don't know, Bobby.
Something like that. And we've had a few things and problems, but tonight shouldn't have happened with me. But that's by the by.
Yeah, well, if anything happens like that again, I'll phone you like 20 minutes before and not 10.
It was all my fault. I mean, I came on board late, and then I had that bloody issue. So, it's just one of those things.
Anyway,
we ain't happening again.
If we come to the hour, I'm going to go through my chat and say me good nights, and because I can see. PP, good evening. Not good evening. PP, nice to have you here. Thank you for coming. And just for everybody's sake, just like, comment, and subscribe.
Yep.
That would be good.
For both of us.
I mean, you've got bloody thousands of subscribers, Bobby. I'm on peanuts, mate. But there you go.
Listen, it doesn't matter as long as you enjoy it.
It doesn't. PP, thank you. Thank you for coming. Queen Chegg, thank you. I'll speak to you in about 10 minutes, darling, because I've got a question for you.
Craig Byrne, Bibby, the real your nightmare. Thanks, guys. Matthew William Armitage, Axon Rachel, Ralph Reckitt, and all the rest. Barry Ace-Cart. Thanks for contributing.
Wesley, thank you for coming.
I mean, it makes a difference, Paul, doesn't it? When
there's lots of people in. Now, the real your nightmare, Tom, Dom, Dick, or whatever your name is, I can't remember, but I seem to have got it wrong.
We're calling him Tom.
Yeah, because I thought that's what his name was. But there you go. So Black Queen, nice to have you again. Wesley, I've said Wesley. Who am I missing? Hoggy Boy, thanks for coming. Noxie, thank you. Black Queen, I don't know if I've mentioned you, but
big thanks to Kelsey, because she's an excellent mod. She does all the hard work.
Oh,
Kelsey.
Yeah, she does. She's a star.
Sharon, love you to bits, darling. Nikki. We've got quite a few visitors tonight, and it's been grand.
Just before we say good nights, I'm just going to make a comment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the comment's aimed at somebody in your chat. And the person in your chat is called Ralph.
Ralph Reckitt.
Ralph Reckitt. Now, apparently, he's been telling people that he phoned me up on Sunday morning at 4 a.m. and God knows what. And I'd just like to say, Ralph, you might be a great guy, but don't talk bollocks, mate.
No.
All right.
No.
So you're not going to upset me, but I just thought I'd put it straight that what you said is totally wrong. Okay? You didn't. Anyway, so you said your good nights, Bobby.
I have, and I want to finish on. I want to give the real your nightmare the last word. He laughed when you called him Tom. He says, Tom, Dick, or Harry, don't mind. So you're okay with the real Your Nightmare.
Yeah, it's only because it's because when it comes up on the screen, you only
The real
see
Danny
the
G.
first bit, the real, and then of course if there's somebody else called the real toothpaste guy and the real honest truth and the real tooth fairy, and you have no idea who they are. However, if you get to know the first names, then you can put the name to the little picturey thing, the avatar that shows up. So that's
it. They're not easy reading names neither. They're not 2-word names.
No, some of them, the real Danny G. There's one. So you only see part of the name. Yeah. Anyway, so we finished.
Right.
It was nice for you all to show your faces, and if you haven't subscribed, go below, subscribe, and on Bobby's channel, subscribe if you haven't.
Please do.
And leave any comments. I read every comment, and I react to every comment. If react isn't the right word, but I do reply to comments, and I do,
Well, listen, guys. Same time next week, Paul. And
yeah, 7:00.
If anybody wants to catch up what's happening with Chegg, you can tell them how they can.
Yeah, you can see Chegg's on a Sunday night, 7:00, my channel. You can get an update on him there. All I can say at the moment is he's in great spirits, and he's doing okay. He's doing well. So it's a TTFN from me.
And it's the same from me. Have a great week, guys. And hopefully we'll look forward to catching up next week.
We've loved every minute. Thank you.
Let's see what Paul's got in store for us.
Now, fantastic.